Hi guys, it's Inspirational Nails, and I'm coming to talk to you guys and also show you some products from Wildflowers. And Wildflowers is a company that is based out of Florida, and they are a nail academy as well. She is an educator, the owner of Wildflowers. She is amazing. If you have not heard of Wildflowers, you really should check them out. She is really truly a leading force when it comes to nail art. She is an educator. She does classes all over, and she just does an amazing job at really taking nail art to the next level. She really tries to incorporate all the products that not only that she's created or that she has on her site to give you guys the best quality. And I think as a nail tech or anyone that does nail art in general, you want to try to use the best. It does make a big difference. And I think she really devotes a lot of time into really giving great products. She sells from pigments to her glitters, which are amazing. They are cosmetic grade. She also has different products that she has created, like her butter paints, different things. So she just has a really great line. I really respect, her line and what she really tries to embody when it comes to nail art. Now, in these last like 1 to 2 years, she's also got into the stamping and has released some stamping plates. I have this plate here, which is, I think, the plate she released first, which is her guide plate. Now, I've had it for some time. I've purchased from Wildflowers many times before. I recently did do a purchase, which I do want to show you some of the things that I did purchase. I purchased this for Black Friday, which she has a sale only once a year, so you want to take advantage when she has these sales. I did purchase the metallic top coat. I got 2 of those. I also purchased the matte top coat. I also purchased 2 of those as well. I also purchased some of her glitters, which I do have some of the glitters, but I went and got a few more. I picked up Rose, which is gorgeous. And let me tell you, these glitters are amazing. If I'm not mistaken, this is a 0.008 or 0.004 when it comes to the size of the glitter. But it is super fine. Absolutely. And these are holographic, as you can see. They're just gorgeous. So this one again is Rose. This one is silver. And as you see, it is hollow. Okay. I also picked up, I think this is fuchsia, which is, oh my god, gorgeous. I think the other ones that I have ordered in the past, I know I have the teal and the blue, and I think I have one more. Just don't remember which one it is. But I also purchased a bride to use as like a sugar or a snow type of effect. You can't see the sparkle. You can't just see the sparkle as well, but it's gorgeous, the sparkle on here. So these were the purchases that I purchased for Black Friday. Now, I've had this guide plate for, as I said, some time now. And I really want to show you guys this plate. I have to angle it up so you don't get the glare of the light, but you might see me. Hi. So anyways, on the bottom here, you see it says Wildflowers Guide Plate 1. And it also has her website on there, which is nice. Now, this guide plate, from what I've seen, she has one video that focuses on this plate with this image right here. And there's so many things that you can really do with this plate that I find has been helpful for me. And again, with all the plates that are out there, there's so many things you can do with the images. You just have to really kind of, just be creative and kind of figure out what works best for you. For me, this plate is great, especially for stone placements. Now, I don't think that it that's what it was intended for on some of these images, but it works for me when it comes to stone placement. For example, this image right here, I actually love the way the circles are set up here, and for me this is a perfect way to use it as a stone guide. Now, I did do a swatch stick for you to show you. I use very cheap rhinestones, but it's just to give you an idea of what I'm talking about. So as you can see, I'm going to do a close-up of this. So you can see how I placed the stones following this guide. So what I did is I stamped it. Now, the image might come out a little bit where it's not the full image on the nail, but it doesn't matter. Still, you can use the stones on there, and you can even use different sizes if you need to in order to still create the same design but using different stones. So as you see, I used the stones in order to create the same image by using the guide. I absolutely love how this came out. And again, you can continue this. I mean, you can keep adding stones, but this just gives you a really start point, I guess. And just, I love the way this looks as well. Okay. The other thing on here is these up here. Now, I will tell you, some are hand etched designs from her that she did on this plate. So I will tell you that the depth of these images are not all the same. The etching of the images are not the same. Some are more organic and very fine. Okay, for example, these up here, okay, they are very lightly etched, but they pick up absolutely beautiful. This image right here as well, as you see, it is more of a hand done image, okay, where it's not perfect per se, as in like the way the lines curve and stuff. This image kind of drove me crazy, but to be honest, once I kind of took out these two lines and just used this piece right here, oh my god, I fell in love. And I want to show you what I created with this one here. If I can get the pop stick. Okay, I absolutely love it. Okay, you have like these two flowers here, these two roses kind of, and you know, you have like the flower and then you have the leaves. You can color those in. I mean, there's so many things you can do with this. You can even foil it. And what I did was I used the guide of those little dots to kind of put the Swarovski crystals. On this one, I used Swarovski crystals, and I absolutely love how it came out. Look at that. Gorgeous. I really wasn't too crazy about these here, but alone I do like it. If I want to create just those circles and use them for something else, or just the line itself, because it does curve and you can use it for other things. So again, you just have to really look at the image and pull what you want from the image that works best for you. Okay, now back to these here. Now you see that there's numbers on them. Now, I think they were intended to kind of place roses, especially when you're doing, when you're actually painting them on. But for me, what I do is I use it again for stone placements. For example, this one right here, what I did was I stamped it and then I turned it and then I followed right on top of the number, stamped it again, and it created like this, like almost like a bow type effect if you look closely. And it came out so pretty, and I just put a Swarovski crystal where the one is, and it's just really pretty. So that's what I use in order to kind of use these as stone placements, and it works really well. Another one is, you see these hearts, you can use these hearts for all different, and the stars, there's even where you can use like to make the heart candies and put these inside, the little sayings inside the heart, which is adorable. But what I used it for is, again, for stone placements. So this one here, I used really cheap rhinestones, okay? But what I like is that I wanted to be able to use more of my really cheap rhinestones in a way that I thought would work, and look still kind of look more, I guess, rich, than just the rhinestones on how they look. I actually love putting a top coat on top of them. They give like that glass look, and I feel like they just look more richer. So what I did here is I used some pink ones, and then in the middle I used some clear ones, and what I did was I just went over it, the clear ones in the middle, with some hollow glitter here, and it looks really nice. And then I did put just a little crystal, an actual crystal on the bottom there, just to kind of sass it up a little bit. And I think it came out really, really nice. Okay, another one is these roses here. I wanted to try out that I've had, and I use them. I use it for paint purposes. I've had this, which is also from Wildflowers, and this is from their art paints collection. And this is Dazzle, and this is a beautiful, beautiful gold. Now, I will tell you with this one in particular, I don't have any other ones. This is the only one I've had, but it does settle. After a while, all of the paint settles down, and even if you turn it this way, it all settles down as well. So with this, when you're going to use it, you really need to shake it very, very well in order to really get this gorgeous gold consistency to its full potential. You really have to make sure. So if you have a shaker, it works great for this. If you don't, you really want to have to kind of sit it up like this for a while, sit it backwards for a while, so that it can really, really bring down all of that pigment, so you can shake it up really well. Because if you don't shake it up well, it really is not going to give you, I think, the look that you can really get from this. Now, I wanted to try it this time with trying to stamp it, and it did work. I was pleased, very pleased. Now, it's very light. It's not, very stark, but not like when you use it on its own. When you use it on its own, it is amazing. When you're painting, it's beautiful. It's like that bell gold. I love it. So when you paint it on, but you can use it as stamping as well. I did matte top coat this. I like it both. I like it shiny and matte topped as well. So again, just different things that you can do with this that really give you different looks. This here is probably one of my favorites. You could use this type of netting look, or kind of have that diamond shaped. It's so pretty. I absolutely love how this came out. So let me just give you a close-up of how this looks. And again, I used really cheap rhinestones, but I did overlap it with top coat, and I love the way the stones look when they're top coated like this. I just think it gives that kind of glass look, and it gives it a little bit more of a richer look that you can combine with more crystals with it, and it will look beautiful when you're doing like a full set of nails. You can incorporate really cheap stones, and also, put a Swarovski on one of the nails, and it will still bring the image together and look together. I don't know. I just really like the way this looked, and it came out really nice. And again, very inexpensive. We're talking about Dollar Tree rhinestones. Just top coat it, and you get a whole different look to it. The other one that I used, that I was playing around with, were these right here. They almost look like kind of like snowflakes, where you can pair them together, play with them. What I did is I kind of used them as a base to bring some added pop of color, and then stamped on top using a black black snowflake from another plate, not from this plate. But I did use some of these for the background in white, and I think I used like a metallic pink, if you can see that. And I love the way the colors came out on this. And I did use some gray Swarovskis on this one to complete the look. And I think it came out really, really nice. Okay, and then my favorite that I'm going to show you guys is this one right here, which this is what I created, that candy cane type of look that you can use, and I absolutely love the way it came out. You can make it look like a peppermint, and this was really simple, which I'm going to show you guys how I achieved this, and it's really, really fast and easy, and you can use any color to kind of create this look. I just really wanted to use the whole red and white and the hollow glitter that I used. Okay, so for this, I used my nail art, my nail art club. I'm sorry, I used my art club stripers, and this is in like the hollow glitter, and this one is in the red glitter. Okay, and I just started off with a simple white base. Okay, now for me, in order for to really achieve this whole candy thing, candy look, you want to go ahead and use white as a stamping versus black. I think black kind of doesn't look like the whole candy thing. So when you're stamping, you want to use white for this. Now what I did is you want to use a clear jelly stamper because I am doing the reverse stamping on the actual stamper. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp this image. Okay, I'm going to pick it up, and look at that. Look how perfect that is. Now what you're going to do is you need to fill in every other. I started off with the red, okay, and you are just going to paint every other with the red. So I'm going to do one here. And by using a striping brush, I feel that you can get into those really little areas that is hard to get to. You can use a fine brush. Okay, and you want to make sure to outline that really good. So basically that is what you're going to do every other one. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I will be right back. Okay, so once you've painted everything the way you want with the red, okay, now you're going to have to place it on the nail. Now with this type of image, of course, trying to be as centered as possible is going to really make the look really work. So once you kind of get how you want this to look, you're going to press down, okay, and lift up, okay, and any extra you just want to go ahead and I just kind of turn them in here. Okay, and they will fall off. Okay, you can pull them off. Okay, and now you have your base for your candy cane. Now what I do is, in order to kind of give this more of a better definition, I go back in with the white. Okay, and I'm just going to pick up the image again, okay, with the white. And this just gives me that white outline, a really fresh white outline of the image. So I'm going to kind of line this up as best I can to make it look really good. Okay. Okay, now it's not perfect, but that's okay, because now you're going to go in with the silver. Okay, and you're going to color in the areas that are white with the silver. So what I do here is I'm just going to go in, and because it overlapped a little bit, that's fine. I'm just going to cover it up with the hollow glitter. Okay, and I'm going to do that with all of them. So I'm going to do that and I'll be right back. Okay, so once I kind of put all of the hollow on there, I see that there's some areas of the red that didn't go all the way to the end. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fill in that part right here. Okay, and then once I have that, pretty much all I need to do is I will go ahead and top coat it and add a beautiful little crystal in the middle and it'll be all done. Okay, so here's the final look, and here are both my little test pops here. I think they're just so pretty. So definitely this is probably my favorite image on this plate so that you can create these amazing candy canes. I do hope that you do like this review, and please check out Wildflowers, and until the next one, bye guys.